from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
You're sitting here talking shit no more, right? Come on, you shouldn't be coming to other people's hood acting like that, bro. Yeah, no, that's not funny. That's not funny at all. Oh, shit! Damn! Who the heck is popping? Did all that for what?
Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that the offense for the Bills led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in the guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Play fake. He's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Here's a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one too wide and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
This guy was actually supposed to eliminate Trevor. He missed the shot. Trevor did not. It wasn't an accident. It was part of Michael's play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Trying to get that pass to Khalil Shakir, and it's 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. And a nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense. Pick it up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mayfield on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. The Bills ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I think I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy. He's got the football in his hands, meaning if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd down and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes when you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Intercept. Touchdown, Bills. Keon Coleman for 21 yards away. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That would go for 26 and a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Goodwin, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to move back in front. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. There's no denying they're going to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
He's so inaccurate and so bad. He's supposed to be in this game. That's crazy. Menu description. Menu description 27. Are there 27 levels in this game? There's not.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Cummings is great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, he stays up. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
So there's information for people that work in the game.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what the offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st down, here's White. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Following the touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Okay, so apparently you can select things that
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun. Here's Hamler. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen has his man, it's Shakir. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3 months ago, I built a miniature desert filled with creatures that play dead, spray venom, and carry some of the most painful stings on Earth. But once 1,000 ants arrive, everything starts
Throwing
to
now
change.
is Allen.
In this video, these
Yeah, that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
This will serve as the foundation for a thriving ecosystem. Then I released 1,000 bread harvester ants. Some of them come with insect compound.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
This was definitely going to be an interesting
Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you. Because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Nothing was happening. And then the Beatles showed up their second superpower.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now.
These guys are ambush predators. They'll sit perfectly still for days, just waiting.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Bills going to take over again on offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This Beetle got away with it this time, but a few moments later, one curious man wandered a little too close.
They start the drive with Cook.
And yeah, he didn't get well with it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, going over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Ants rushed looking for the intruder. Ants begin swarming the scorpion, biting
They
onto
work
his legs
now on
and hitting
2nd
his
and
back,
9.
while the scorpion fought back with his claws and stinger, trying to shake them off. I can tell this wasn't
Allen
going to
running
stop
the
them.
option to the
When the
left.
Ants decide you're a real threat, they don't quit.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. That was a quick move completion. Got the job done for the first down.
And now they're inside the 10. This is brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. What's the throw here? And it's caught. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Back to throw here. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May, that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And now out come the Bills. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. That's a burst right there.
They go right back to White here on first down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 15 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. The quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is caught. And the Buccaneers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback, that's Baker Mayfield. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
82 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves it with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll go up the middle with White. And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Set up a throw. This ball complete to Durham. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. On the draw, here's White. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think that...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense. Now they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looks like he's in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
$1,500 for booking one home stay. When thousands of sunny homes are waiting for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Put the parka back in the closet. And don't you dare scream.
On play action, Allen.
Slip into some flip-flops.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Down to the 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This taken in by Kincaid.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
This daughter decided to finally stand up for her mother after 10 long years.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen will throw. And now here's another interception. But Shaq Thompson here to pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. All I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
On the handoff, this is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Caught left side, it's back up. And he's going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
This daughter decided to finally stand up for her mother after 10 long years.
Mayfield now. Reaching up front, and he's got it. Mike Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they're ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And you're lucky you my sister, because otherwise it would have been worse. Tell them.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
When she was 15, you took advantage of her. You
And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it was an interception. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that flag accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Allen's got this complete to Cook, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. On a handoff, it's White. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a give to White. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mayfield. This pass caught by Beckham. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run straight ahead here with White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans from 10 yards out. And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Coleman. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Opting to run again here with White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the give, it's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Here's White. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here's White. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cena has already appeared in several Hollywood films, proving himself not just as a wrestling legend, but also as a talented actor.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late, not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on and kick for a 6th time tonight.
WWE, an iconic figure for years. While he may never step foot in the wrestling ring again, fans will still get to see him on screen. This also serves as a well-deserved benefit for the legendary superstar from WWE. Finally, Cena will keep expanding his charity work. He's been dedicated to global philanthropy, helping those in need, building community hospitals, and setting up children's foundations to address healthcare and
Yeah, I think it
education
makes it
for
special, right? It makes it so
if you're a Cena
everyone
fan,
is just
drop a
watching,
heart in the
all
comments.
eyes on it on a special night like
Next for
that.
John Cena.
I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't
First,
wait
he's
for the
heading to
next several
Hollywood to
months.
pursue an
We
acting
know we're going to be
career.
surprises
Cena has
all
already
the
appeared
way
in
through the
several
season.
Hollywood films,
And before we know it,
not just
we'll be
as a
talking
wrestling
about
legend, but
opening
also
up
as a
on
talented
Thursday night
actor.
again
He's
next
worked
season.
alongside big movie stars, including Jackie
So
Chan.
for the Bucs,
And now,
they begin
much
the new
like Dwayne
campaign
"The Rock"
with a
Johnson,
victory here in front
Cena
of the
will
home
transition
crowd
from
in the Thursday
WWE to
opener.
Hollywood's big
And now they'll
stage.
have a few extra days
Second,
here before
Cena
they
will
face the
continue as a
Panthers
WWE
next
ambassador,
week.
making
Meanwhile, for
appearances
the
in major
Bills,
WWE
they
events.
obviously they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on
Finally, Cena will keep expanding his charity work. He's been